Hey guys, and welcome to another video. I'm Garrett, the Retro Crusader, and in today's video we're going to be celebrating the Sega Genesis 30th birthday. August of 1989, Sega released the Genesis and to compete with Nintendo. They released a commercial saying that what Genesis does, Nintendo don't. And they released games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Toe Jam and Earl, and many other games. But in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few games that I have in my collection that I really liked and tell you a little bit about them. So without further ado, the first game I'm going to bring up is Sonic and Knuckles. Now this is just like any other Sonic game. It was a side-scroller 2D adventure game, platformer, and the only thing about this one is you could open this top. Oh, well, the main thing is it had Knuckles as a main character and not just Sonic and Tails. It was Sonic and Knuckles. But you open this top and you could put Sonic 2 on top, and then you can play Sonic 2 with Knuckles instead of just Sonic and Tails. You can play Knuckles. So, but by itself, Sonic and Knuckles is a really good game. And while I have it out, I'll just go ahead and say Sonic 2. Okay, this one came with most of the Sega Genesis. This was like the game, like Super Mario World was for Super Nintendo. It came with it, so this was like your first game that you played with this console. And it was like a Sonic game, side-scroller, 2D, fun. The next game I'm going to do is, it's a Disney game, but I really liked it. It was one of the first games I remember buying, or watching my dad buy. It's a licensed game, so it was released not only on the Sega Genesis, but also on like Super Nintendo. And it was Disney's Aladdin. Now, this one followed the movie pretty closely. It had some things that differed from it, but for the most part, it stayed true to the movie. And you just played through it. There's a little secret with Aladdin, though. You could pause the game and press A, B, B, A, A, B, B, A, and that would be a password to go to the next level. The next game is Streets of Rage 2. Now this is your beat 'em up. You know, you go through a certain part of the level and you have to defeat all the bad guys before it lets you go to the next scene. So for what it is, it's a really great game. It's a lot of fun, especially playing with multiple people. And the last game that I'm going to talk about is Comic Zone. Now this one I didn't play on Genesis until recently, but in the early 2000s there was I guess you could call it a subscription service that you would pay so much a month and you could play a bunch of old video games, and most of them were Genesis games. And one of the games that we played with Comic Zone. And this is like Miss Captain Smiley for Xbox 360, but I like this one a little bit better. It could be just strictly nostalgia, but the story is that you're a comic book creator, you're a drawer, artist, and you get sucked in by the bad guy, so you have to help save your own comic book from the bad guy. I just recently got this copy 2 years ago from a Comic-Con, so yeah, Comic Zone. And those are the games, 5 or 6 games that I have in my own collection that I really like from the Sega Genesis. And the Sega Genesis Mini is coming. You can pre-order them now at like Best Buy and GameStop, I guess. But they have a bunch of old Genesis games, and I know Altered Beast is on there and Sonic the Hedgehog and all those. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys, your views and everything. So I'll see you next time.